Okay, who do we have here?
Jose, obviously in Vegas, very hectic event, surrounded by a lot of my friends. Got top 8 with 2 of the best players in the world. Shout out to my teammates, Ruben and Kamal. Shout out to JNC, my team. Shout out to Dueling Guard. Use JNC 5 for 5% off. Shout out to Dragon Ink, our sponsor. Shout out to all my friends, people that lend me cards as well. It's a lot of people, so I'm not gonna say individual names, but you guys know who you are. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, it was a great event. Unfortunately, lost in top 8, but yeah, here to show the deck.
What'd you play?
So I played Fire King, Snake Eye.
Best deck.
So, yeah. These cards need no explanation. This one probably needs an explanation. This card's not great to draw, but I just wanted it to exist in my deck because it gives you a unique target when you open like this and Bonfire, so you can play through more stuff. Also, when you play into Nibiru with Flamebird on the board, when you have this in hand, it's game every time. Obviously, the one Flamebird, this card was glued to my hand, unfortunately. 3 Bonfire. 1 for 1, you just have to max out on all these cards if you want to be able to play the game. And that's essentially what this deck does, is hand trap your opponent to sleep, and these cards just, yeah, take care of the rest. I play the Fire King cards. Everyone likes to talk crap about these cards, how they're horrible, but nobody mentions how like awkwardly good they are in situations. They just add like layers to your board that wouldn't necessarily be there, and they create like a lot of follow-up, a lot of extension, and this helps you beat like 2 to 3 hand traps when you just like randomly activate a Sanctuary and make a fire. Like if they Valor, it literally happened to Hani in the finals where they just interacted with a Snake Eye Ash. He got to like a Garunix, heat it back like an Ash Blossom, summon this back, summon Flamebirds, then like still play forward. So like these cards just help you extend going first. And then going second, we actually created like a side pattern where we side all these cards out into the pure Snake Eye deck and the mirror match. We just didn't want them to exist in our deck. The only matchups I would keep these in are decks that I felt like I could overwhelm with Engine, which were decks like Flu, Cash, things of that nature. But in general, in the mirror, we would side all these cards out for more non-Engine. And then for one of the best cards, like this card was insane. This card's just crazy. It's not as good as Tactics going second, but going first, it's just, you don't lose to impermanence. You can set it and it's an interruption where like if you combo and you have Tactics, it's not as good if they have certain non-engine. Yeah, you have to hope to live to your next turn for the Tactics to get any value, where this will always get value. And then for the best card in the game, obviously, more hand traps. We only played 1 draw, and we decided to play 1 Mourner. We knew a lot of people would be on this, a lot of the better players, so we wanted it as like a cross-out target. We only played 1 draw because we knew a lot of people would be on the Snake Eye variant after YCS Costa Rica, and this is not as good into the Snake Eye variant. Also, some people would still be playing Tactics, and this card just get cooked by Tactics because they still end on the IP Flamebirds board, and then they look at your hand. And then 3 Impermanence. This card was crazy too. Yep. The deck was 43 cards. I wish I could have cut it down, but like it's just I wanted to play all these cards. I wouldn't change anything in the main deck. And then for the side deck, I played Driver. This card was glued to my hand. That's why I lost top 8. I had this, Flamebirds, and 3 hand traps, and then I drew into Delta as my 6 cards. This is really unfortunate. But this card was crazy. Round 10 on the bubble, game 3, I'm playing against Flu. I go first. He shifters me in draw phase. GG. Crazy. 2 Delta. These cards were really good. Again, the side pattern, we take out all the Fire King cards and we just put in more hand traps for the mirror. So we put in all these hand traps, the field spell, and then a Tactics. If it was the pure Snake Eye deck, I wouldn't put this in. And there was like a world where we discussed actually later, deeper in the rounds, you'd actually side Magma in against the pure Snake Eye deck because you can hit the Link Revo when they tribute 1 to summon. It's essentially getting rid of 2 resources with the body and whatever they tributed, and they no longer have Link Revo, which is nice. Or you can also hit the IP Masquerena when they attempt to spell trap it with Flamebirds. So Magma can actually get you Flamebirds to hand as well, which can come up in like scenarios where you like Phoenix pitch it out of hand to trigger its effect to Soul Charge. So yeah, these cards were a part of the side. Called by for when we went first, and then Konami like, don't miss this card in the next ban list, please. Just ban this card and put it to 1. Like this card's crazy.
Nuts.
Yeah, literally
nuts.
For the extra deck, all Link monsters. The first time I ever played a deck with all Link monsters is pretty cool. Link Revo, Appaloosa, Zealantis, Ambler Whale. I still like this card because if you know your opponent's on Cosmic later in the rounds, you actually would rather make this than Appaloosa. 2 Promethean, Heat Soul, Celine, because you need to make it going second to protect yourself from the Nibiru at times. 2 Charmers, IP, Phoenix, Sunlight, and SP. Yeah, that was my deck. Again, shout out to all my friends. I'll see you at the next event.
Let's go, baby.
All right. Charlie from JNC signing out.